What's up, YouTube? It's a boy, the Blank Frank, back at again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about kids. They're not really kids. They're like not even close to being kids. They're like adults, really. So a group of 18-year-olds end up getting lost in the sewer. So this is what happened. A group of 18-year-olds, about like 8 of them, end up going to the sewers. Going into the sewers because like some type of myth or some like just based off something. I don't really remember what it was all based off of, but it was based off something, and they end up just going down there, right? So and it was like in Las Vegas or something. So they end up going down into the sewers, and as they're walking through the sewers, about like 20 minutes in, about like 10 couple minutes in, 2 out of the 18-year-old out of the group ends up, well, not 2, wait, hold up. First, so yeah, they're in there. They just got in the sewers. A few minutes later, one of them asked the group to turn off their flashlights because you gotta, which is dumb, right? That's like a horrible decision because you could get lost. 2, you really can't see anything like off rip as you walk into the sewers. 3, there's literally no point. You need the light. You know what I'm saying? You need the light. There's only light that you can see is like from like at the like from the start of the sewer, but you got your back face towards so they all brought their flashlights, and one of the 18-year-olds out of the group asked everybody to turn off their flashlights to see how dark it is. It literally just said that's dumb. That's stupid. Literally, what's you already know how dark it is, dude. It's a fucking tunnel. It's a tunnel. Not a tunnel. It's literally a whole sewer. It's underground. There's no light. What do you need less light for? You know what I'm saying? You don't need. Okay. But so everyone is just looking at them, looking all weird and like why and stuff like that, and then they eventually just turn off their flashlights, and then that person and another person out of the group ends up dropping everyone's flashlights, picks them up, and runs out of the sewers. Because then everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? Because they hear footsteps, like running and stuff like that. They hear like loud footsteps, and then they like hear like, the sounds gets like how do you say it? Like, I don't know. They just get quieter. You know what I'm saying? It gets quieter. Then they're like, what's going on? Everybody's freaking out a little bit, and then this one dude, he ends up asking, okay, what's going on? Because he doesn't really know what's going on because it's dark, it's pitch black, really can't see anything. That's really the only thing that he's worrying about. The other kid is like, two of the people in our group just dropped our flashlights and picked them up and ran off with them. Okay, but that one kid who just asked the question is the only one out of the group who has their flashlights, and 2 other people in the group have their phones, but the phone flashlight really isn't gonna do much, though. Because it's really dark. Phone flashlights really don't like help that much. Not really help that much, but really can't see that good, especially in the sewer with the phone flashlight on. So as they're freaking out, everybody just stays calm and they try to find their way back. Alright, and that does not go well at all. They end up going forward, they end up taking lefts, they're taking right turns, left turns, right turns. Everyone's freaking out. Everybody's on panic mode, but you know what I'm saying? And then they eventually stop by this little camp, alright? And the camp has two tents that, and in one of those tents is a mannequin with a hole in his mouth. Y'all can try to figure out what that is. I'm not really even going to have to say that on here, but there's a mannequin in in a tent with a hole in his mouth, and everyone's still kind of freaking out, and everybody just freaked out about that because they're trying to figure out why is there a camp here with two tents and there's a mannequin inside. So everybody's freaking out. They end up moving away from the camp, going further down, taking more left turns and right turns. And then one of the kids that is really kind of experienced with going in sewers and stuff like that brings up, okay, we can't just keep on moving forward and backwards, left and turning left and right and stuff like that, or because we're already lost now, we're just gonna get even more lost, even deeper into the sewers. So he was like, okay, why don't we just try to find a manhole? If y'all don't know what a manhole is, basically, you stumble upon it every now and then. It's like a little hole in the ground. Maybe it might be in a street, on a sidewalk, or something like that, or a road in the city or something like that. And on it is like, it says sewer on it. You know what I'm saying? It has the print on it. It says sewer. It's one of those. He was like, why don't we just try to go crawl through one of those and stuff like that. So they're walking even more. Everybody agrees, and they're like trying to keep calm because you see how what it got them. Them not staying calm and just on panic mode got them even more lost. So everybody calms down. You eventually find the manhole, the sewer hole. I'm not even gonna call it manhole, a sewer hole. And they found a ladder. Everybody's climbing, about to start climbing on it. And as they start climbing the ladder to go up through the sewer hole, they hear some cars, and they hear like a whole bunch of cars like driving over it and stuff like that. So they didn't want to so they was like, you know what, we're not gonna risk getting hit, and we're not gonna risk getting hit, or and trying to go back and walk more throughout the sewer because they don't want to get even more lost. So they decided just to like wait there until like not a lot of cars were passing by on the road, not a lot of commotion outside above ground where they can hear the cars or something like that. So they just basically waited for the traffic to stop. Is what I'm saying. They waited for traffic to stop. As they waited, so then they finished waiting. As they're waiting, basically, as they're waiting, everyone's freaking out because they told, one of them told his parents that he was at a friend's house and he was gonna like sleep over and stuff like that, and like his parents were fine with that. But the other kids, the other like five of the kids, were freaking out because either they didn't tell their parents where they're at, and their parents probably looking for them, worried about them, or they told their parents that they're gonna be home at a specific time, and they didn't get home at a specific time because they're lost in the sewers, basically. So then everybody's worried about that. Then one of the kids in the group in the sewers ends up calling one of the two kids who basically got them lost in the sewers in the first place. Ends up calling them and asking them where they at and stuff like that, and they were like at home, and they said, "Dude, we pranked you. Dude, we pranked you. It was all a prank, and we just did this, They basically pranked them and got them lost up in there on purpose. Everyone's mad at them. They eventually climb through the sewer hole, and that's when the one dude who had his flashlight decides that he wasn't going to hang out with those two kids anymore because he realizes that those two kids are not his true friends. Because a true friend would probably won't do that. They'll like literally explore the sewer together. So, but yeah, he ends up not hanging out with them like in the years past in the years to come. He didn't hang out with them, and it was like 3 years ago. So yeah, still not hanging out towards this day. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share this to your friends so we can try to get more subscribers. And peace.